Alright everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about The Office. We're going to do a little tier list for The Office characters. Let's just say this is my favorite show of all time, okay? And I watch it every day when I get home from work or whenever I feel like it. It just brings me comfort and satisfaction. And so I thought I'd do a little tier list on the characters who I find to be my favorite, who I don't really care much for, just things like that. So yeah, let's get started and see what we can find here. Don't judge me if I forget anybody's names, because I probably will forget a couple. Just because I watch it every day doesn't mean I know everybody's names. And I've probably seen the show over 10 times. Probably over 20. I can't even count how many times I've rewatched it. But I just keep rewatching it for some reason. And I don't know why. Okay. Let's start with Michael. Okay, I'm going to move him over here. Michael is an S tier. He has to be. He is the show. Oh, he completes the show. Once again, the later seasons 7 and 8, or is it 8 and 9? I think it's 8 and 9. That's when I really start to get just kind of bored, and I kind of go back. I restart the series, basically. I'll watch a few episodes after he leaves, and then I start to just kind of go back again. So yeah, he's an S tier. He's funny, super cringe. I think one of my favorite episodes that really displays who he is the Christmas party, when Phyllis got him the oven mitt, and then he just changes it to Yankee Swap. That's probably my favorite. I think it's super funny, and it just shows who he is. So yeah, we got AJ. AJ was kind of weird. Kind of boring, so I'll put him at like a D tier just because I didn't really care for him. I feel like he was just there when he was there. Nothing crazy. Nothing to really talk about. Just him. Just AJ. Boring. Andy. I am going to put Andy in A tier because I think he does this role very well. I think it's kind of strange how they changed him a few times. And I don't really like how the show ended him, the way they ended it. I just don't like the direction they took him in the end. I liked how he started, and then he changed, and then became manager, and then just became a lot more normal, I guess, but respectable. And then they just kind of dumped all that down the drain. But for the most part, Andy's he's a great character, and I think he really added to the show when they brought him in. I don't think he didn't take anything away, that's for sure. Angela, I'm gonna put at, I don't know if I'm doing this off of if I like him or not, or if they played the role very well. I'll put her at a B tier. C. She played the role very well. Okay, B. She played the role very well. She gets you to not like her, and I think she adds to the show a lot. And if you took her out of the show, it would be different. So I think you have to have her in there, because you have to have somebody who... There's always somebody like her in the workplace. Every place I've worked at, there's always somebody like her who's always nagging and just finding everything wrong or whatever. Okay, Bob Vance. Bob Vance is... I think he's a good character. He seems like a good man. We'll put him at a B. He is a good character. He doesn't really have too much going on in all of the whole series, but he is there, and when he's there, he's fine. Nothing much about him. He's respectable. Carol, man, she's kind of boring, so I'll put her at a D tier. Nothing too much going on with her. She's usually kind of like, seems annoyed of Michael, so it's kind of like, why are you with him type of thing. Kathy. Kathy we'll put at a C tier. I don't know why I keep saying tier. I'm just gonna put, she's at a C. She's not really, she's just kind of there, I feel like, to kind of put something in the way of Pam and Jim. Other than that, she's not really, she doesn't do much. Charles Minor. I'm gonna put him at it. Okay, I still need to figure out if I like the people, or if they made me dislike them as a character, if they really played the character well, because he played it well. Let's just go with how well. I don't know. Do I want to do it? I'm gonna put it as how well did they play the character and did I like them in the show? That's what I'll do. I'll put him in an A because while he was very frustrating with Michael. Everything he did was frustrating and like just awkward, but he played the character very well, and I think I liked that storyline that he was in. Really made you not like him. Okay. Alright, next is Clark. C. I liked him more than Pete. Where's Pete? Okay. I liked him more than Pete. I'm gonna put Pete at a F tier because I really don't care for him at all. Clark he had some funny lines, some funny things going on. Nothing crazy. He's alright. Pete, plop, didn't really care for. Kind of just put it in there, I feel like, for Aaron to find someone else besides Andy. I think I would have liked to see them stay together in the end, but oh well. Okay. Quabity Auschwitz. Oh man. Creed. Creed is the man. We all want to know Creed. Creed really made the show, and without him it would have changed tremendously. Creed is one of my favorite characters. Just everything he says is funny, and I enjoy. I would not take him out. I think he really adds to the show. Everything he says. Okay, I feel like I just repeated myself. Danny, he's a C. I like that story arc with him, or storyline. Daryl, I like Daryl, so we'll put him in an A. He's likable, good character, always has funny things to say. David Wallace, we'll put at an A because I like him too. I think he is, even though, I mean, obviously he's going to be the way he is with Michael because Michael's always, doing what he does, screwing things up, but at the end of the day, he brings in money, apparently, so I feel like David does a good job with putting up with Michael. D'Angelo, I'm going to put at a D. I don't really like his character. He was just there, and he's kind of an asshole. But what can you do? Devin, what was he there for, like 2 episodes? I think he was only in like 2 episodes. So I can't really say much about him. Just put him in the C tier because he was there. Donna, I like that storyline, but we'll put her at a C because I think she's kind of, actually no, we'll put her at a C. Because she was kind of not a good person, but we're judging it off of if I think the character was good or not, and she was fine. Dwight is also an S tier. He's gotta be. He's funny. he keeps the show going, and everything he does is good. He's got beats, and he's tall. Ed Truck. We'll just throw him in C tier because he was there. Erin. Oh, Erin is like, she's good at what she does. Obviously, as a character, as like an actor. Sometimes, even though, just I know she's meant to be dumb, but sometimes she is overboard, and I think it's like I do a facepalm, but it's still funny. So, you know, we'll put Erin at an A because she's good at act the character, very good at making you think she's dumb. And yeah, Gabe. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Gabe, but Gabe is actually one of my favorite characters in the whole show, believe it or not. I am going to put him in an S tier. That might be weird, but I just think that I like his character a lot. I think literally every line he does, almost every line, is freaking funny. Just the way he carries himself, so awkward and skeleton-like, and he's just, everything he does is funny to me. We're gonna skip some of these people because I don't really think they're like belong on here, in my opinion. Holly, I'm gonna put it at a C tier because I don't know if it's just the way she's acting, like the actual person, or I just feel like, I don't know. I never felt like the Holly character was the best for Michael. It always felt like her jokes with Michael were forced, and that's just the way I saw it. It just felt forced for some reason. I don't know why. It's almost like she didn't match her character. Like Erin matches her character. She looks like how she acts, but for some reason Holly doesn't look like somebody that would act like Michael. So I'm gonna put her there. Jan is an A tier because she is really good, very good at her acting skills. My favorite episode is what's it called? Date night? I think it's called Date Night, where they all go over to Michael and Jan's apartment or townhome, and that's a funny episode. She's really good at making you feel uncomfortable. Jim, we'll put Jim at an A tier because he is a great character in the show and adds to, obviously without him in there, the story wouldn't be that interesting. Him and Pam. We'll put Pam at, I'm gonna put her at B because I like her up until they get married. Maybe even I don't really like her as much a little bit before they get married. I can't remember, but I like her when she's like super shy and awkward, and she does it very well. But then she starts to get really comfortable and kind of confident with herself. And then she just starts to kind of become a little bit more annoying towards later seasons. But not always. There are times where I do like her a lot. But later on, she can kind of get too much. So we'll put her there. Okay, Kevin. I like Kevin a lot. We'll put him at a B. Yeah, he does that character very well. Katie. Was she like even in it that long? She was only in it for a few episodes. She was good for what she was. Okay, Oscar. Oscar is great at what he does. He plays the character very well. I heard somewhere that he only broke character like twice. So I don't know if that's true, but I think that's funny. We'll put Robert California in an A2 because I like him. I heard that he didn't really feel like he, and I don't know if this is true either, but I heard he didn't feel like he belonged on the show because everybody was so good at just improvising what they were going to do. I believe that's what he was said. And he couldn't do that. He had to like read every line and do it exactly how he practiced it or whatever, but I still think he did a great job. I thought he was funny. The Lizard King. Stanley is great. Toby is meh. He's alright. He's what you want him to be. So I guess we'll put him at a B because he is what you want him to be. Roy we'll put at a B tier also. I like Roy. I think he's good in the show, and I think that I think he does what you want him to do. Todd Packer, I'm gonna put at an A. I think he's freaking funny. Everything he does is funny. Every time he's in the show, he just makes everything seem so vulgar, and I like it. I love it. Alright, let's do Shadow or Garth or Nick, whatever you want it to be. He is... Put him in a D tier because I don't like him. Some of these people I'm just going to... I'm just going to choose... I'm going to put up there if I don't really care for the character because... He was alright. Not really. Didn't care for him. Okay, Ryan, we'll put at a B tier. I think I like his storyline a lot, where he is rising up to the top, and then once he gets there, he is super like bossy or whatever, but then he falls and ends up working in a bowling alley. So I kind of like that. I think it's funny. Okay, we'll just do Phyllis. Phyllis is a B sometimes, so we'll like put her in the C tier. But you gotta have her. I mean, she's there. She can make some certain remarks that I think are funny, but also kind of like, dang. And then we'll do one more. Let's see. Nellie, didn't like her for the most part. She was fine after she started to like not be so, after she became manager, then she started to be okay. Meredith is alright. We'll put her at a C tier because she's okay. She's nothing crazy, not that funny, but she's fine. I'm glad she's there. I wouldn't want her to not be there. Kelly, she's funny sometimes, most of the time. So we'll put her at a B. And I think we'll just leave it at that. All these others are just kind of extras that, well, I guess. Mose? Nah. Well, we'll just put him at a C tier. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do. Yeah. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. So yeah, that's my list. I think that I'm going to stick with that. And yeah. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. And I know I just repeated that twice, but I have short-term memory loss, so make sure to check out my other videos.